Yo, what's going on folks? Retrospective Dave here, and in this video, I'll be doing a comparison between the Yellow Ochre 6 and the Carmine 6 and giving a detailed breakdown of the materials, quality, pricing, and sizing. Feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Enough of the intro, let's get to the info. So being that these sneakers are 3 years apart from each other, there have been some changes made to the Air Jordan 6 silhouette. One noticeable difference is the toe box. The Carmine 6 has a more flattened toe box, which is on par with the original from 1991. On the Yellow Ochre 6, unfortunately, the toe box is a bit more boxy. I know a lot of sneaker enthusiasts are not that big of a fan of this particular shape of the toe box, but for me, it's not that big of a deal breaker. So when it comes to the cushioning of these two shoes, the Carmine 6 is a bit more scaled back, and you can see this difference in the pods around the ankle. The Yellow Ochre 6 has bulkier pods, but this is more about a difference in aesthetic than it is about the actual comfort of the shoes. So the biggest difference when it comes to the quality is the materials used on the upper. The Yellow Ochre 6 uses a more tumbled leather overlay in contrast to the Carmine 6's synthetic leather. This difference in material makes the Yellow Ochre 6 slightly heavier with a more premium grain of leather. As for the Durabuck panels, the Carmine 6 is much more premium in this regard. You can actually feel the softness and texture in the Durabuck on the Carmine 6. The Yellow Ochre 6 has a bit more of a plastic feel to the touch, and it's definitely not as soft. I'm going to assume that Nike did this to avoid an issue that they had with the Carmine 6, which was the dye staining the midsole. This caused some pairs to have a pinkish midsole, and a lot of customers were not happy about that. So at least with the Yellow Ochre 6, you won't have to worry about that issue. So the tongue has also changed a little, as it is a little taller on the Yellow Ochre 6 than it is on the Carmine. This is something that Nike got wrong on the 2021 Carmine release, as you can see the height difference on the original compared to the most recent retro. There's definitely a difference in price since the Carmine 6 is a little bit more iconic and sought after, so expect to pay between $50 and $100 more than the Yellow Ochre 6 on the aftermarket, depending on the size you're looking for. Alright folks, now to wrap up this comparison between the Carmine and Yellow Ochre 6. If you got something useful out of this video, definitely hit the like, consider subscribing if you haven't already. Also hit the bell to be notified when I upload new content, and as always, stay fresh, blessed, and free of stress, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.